Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're diving straight into a really powerful opportunity for small and medium businesses, SMEs, especially thinking about the Nigerian context.
Yeah, we're looking at how they can leverage readily available artificial intelligence tools.
Exactly. To basically streamline how they work and, importantly, boost their profitability.
And look, for many of you listening, maybe you're running your own business or you're thinking about helping others who do. We get it. Keeping up with tech, especially AI, it can feel like just another thing on a very long to-do list. Right?
Totally. So our mission today is really to cut through that noise, cut through the complexity.
And deliver some practical, like genuinely actionable insights, things you can actually use.
And the best part, you really don't need a computer science degree to get this stuff.
Not at all. We're basing this deep dive on insights from a discussion over on tech with Dr. Soon Ogunmola.
Right. They were talking about this role they called an AI business consultant.
Specifically for Nigerian SMEs, yeah.
And that's the key thing we want to stress right up front.
Yeah.
You don't need to be some kind of tech wizard to understand or, crucially, to benefit from these strategies.
Okay, so where do we start? Let's maybe unpack the core challenge first.
Yeah, what's the actual situation for a lot of these small businesses in Nigeria?
Well, the discussion really highlighted how incredibly busy these owners are.
Oh, absolutely. They're juggling everything, aren't they?
Yeah, managing sales, marketing, the day-to-day operations, customer chats. It's nonstop.
And that often means they're stuck using, manual processes that just eat up so much time. Think about all those repetitive tasks they do day in, day out.
Exactly. And that's precisely where this idea of an AI business consultant comes in as a really interesting solution.
Right.
Because it's not about needing someone who can, code deep learning models.
Right.
It's more about people who understand the readily available AI tools out there. And critically, how to apply those tools to solve the specific business problems these SMEs are facing.
So it's like being a bridge, almost. Understanding the business need and knowing which simple tool fits.
That's it. The key insight is connecting existing AI capabilities with business needs. It's not about deep tech skills, necessarily.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting then. Let's talk practical applications. How can AI tools actually be used right now? Maybe start with customer service. That seems like a big one.
Oh, definitely. It's often a huge time sink for small businesses.
Right.
Think about the constant stream of basic questions.
Like, how much is this? Is it in stock? Where are you located?
Exactly. Business owners can spend hours every day just answering the same things over and over.
It never ends.
So the core idea here is that a lot of that interaction is predictable. It can be automated.
And that's where chatbots come in.
Precisely. These AI assistants can handle those common FAQs automatically.
And the brilliant thing is they work 24/7,
Right.
even when the shop's closed.
Yeah, and what's quite remarkable is how accessible these tools are becoming. The discussion mentioned platforms like Tidio, they even have a free plan, and ManyChat.
Right, I've heard of ManyChat.
Yeah, and these let you set up automated responses without needing to write, any complex code.
That's crucial.
So the insight is, even free AI tools can seriously cut down the customer service workload, improve response times.
Which probably helps sales too.
Directly impact sales, absolutely.
And there was a Nigerian example they mentioned, wasn't it?
Yes, a really good one. A hair vendor in Enugu. She started using ManyChat for her Instagram DMs.
Okay, for Instagram.
Yeah. And the result? Within a month, her response time basically dropped to 0.
Wow.
And she actually saw sales go up simply because she wasn't missing messages or making people wait.
That's such a clear win. Okay, what's another big area? Content creation, maybe?
Yeah, definitely another pain point. We all know how tough it is for small businesses to consistently create engaging stuff online.
Oh, it's a massive challenge. Just figuring out what to post, writing newsletters, making videos. It feels like a whole separate job sometimes.
It really does. But AI offers some pretty smart solutions here.
Like what?
Well, tools like ChatGPT can help plan out your social media calendar for the week or even the month. It can give you ideas, draft posts.
Okay, so planning and drafting.
Yeah. And things like Notion AI can help write email newsletters. There's even Pictory, which can help generate scripts for short videos like Instagram Reels.
Interesting. So it's like having an assistant.
Exactly. An assistant for brainstorming, drafting, planning. It frees up the owner's time for other, arguably more important things.
And there was another Nigerian example for this too, right?
Yes, a youth corps member in Jos. He was helping a local bakery.
Okay.
Using ChatGPT and Canva, he planned out a whole month of Instagram content for them.
A whole month? Wow.
And he charged, I think it was $50,000 for it, which just shows, there's a real need and value there.
Absolutely. Okay, so chatbots, content. What was the third practical area?
The third one was about creating a sort of mini knowledge base.
Right, like preempting the questions.
Right. Exactly. It's about proactively answering those common questions.
Because think about all the time saved if customers can just find the answer themselves.
Precisely. It empowers the customer and frees up the owner.
And this could be, what, like an FAQ page?
Yeah, an FAQ page on a website, or even just a well-structured PDF guide you can easily share on WhatsApp.
Okay. Simple but effective.
And again, tools like ChatGPT combined with something user-friendly like Canva or Notion make creating these resources surprisingly easy.
So the core idea is answer common questions before they're asked repeatedly.
You got it. It reduces those repetitive back and forths.
Was there an example for this one too?
Yes, a car dealer in Lagos. He used ChatGPT to create a simple e-brochure.
An e-brochure, okay.
Yeah, just explaining their car buying process.
Okay.
And he noticed a definite drop in those basic how much or what are the steps type questions. People just looked at the PDF.
Makes sense. Okay, so these applications are great, really practical. But now, if someone listening wants to be that person helping SMEs with AI, how should they approach it? How do they position themselves?
This is super important. The key takeaway was to shift the focus. Don't just be the tech guy or tech gal.
Okay, so not just about the tech itself.
No. Position yourself as a digital strategist. Focus on the business results you deliver.
Right, so instead of saying, I can set up a chatbot,
You say something like, I help businesses like yours grow faster and work smarter using AI. Frame it around the benefit to them.
got it. Highlight the advantages. Saving time, less stress.
And crucially, how it leads to more revenue, better profitability. It's about business outcomes, not just plugging in a tool.
And quantifying that value is key, right? Showing the potential impact.
Absolutely. The discussion really hammered that home. Show the numbers if you can.
And building a portfolio, even a small one.
Essential. Even if you're just starting, get 2 or 3 solid examples of businesses you've helped. It builds trust like nothing else.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So, for someone thinking, right, I want to do this, what are the first steps? How do they actually start?
The advice was very practical. Start within your own network.
Friends, family?
Yeah, friends, family, people in your community. Find 2 or 3 small business owners you know.
And then?
Offer to help them implement 1 or 2 of these simple AI solutions. Maybe do it for free initially or for a very low cost.
Okay, so the goal isn't profit right away.
No, the initial goal is building those case studies, getting proof that you can deliver results.
And documenting everything is critical here, I imagine.
Absolutely critical. Take screenshots before and after. Get testimonials. Show the difference you made.
Concrete evidence.
Exactly. Once you have that proof, then you can start charging properly because you can demonstrate the value.
And the pitch becomes much stronger, like that example they gave.
Yeah, the pitch like, look, I helped a fashion brand automate their Instagram DMs and plan their content. Their follower count jumped by 1,200 in 3 weeks.
That kind of statement grabs attention.
It really does. Okay, so maybe let's quickly recap the main takeaways. What should you remember from all this?
Okay, first point. Nigerian SMEs are stretched thin. They really need help saving time and making more money, and simple AI can actually do that.
Definitely. Second point. The applications we talked about, chatbots, content help, FAQs, they aren't rocket science.
No. And they use tools that are easy to find, often free.
Right. Tools like ChatGPT, Canva, ManyChat, Notion, they're accessible. You just need to know how to apply them to the business problem.
Got it. And third, for anyone wanting to offer this help.
Start small, focus on getting results for those first few clients, document everything.
And position yourself as a strategic partner helping them grow, not just a tech implementer.
Exactly. Now let's just zoom out for a second and think about the bigger picture here, the potential scale.
Yeah, the numbers mentioned were kind of staggering.
Over 40 million SMEs in Nigeria. 40 million. Just think about the impact if you could help even a tiny fraction of those businesses become more efficient.
It's huge potential, isn't it, for growth, for impact across the economy.
And what's really encouraging is how low the barrier to entry seems to be for someone wanting to provide this help.
Right. You don't need a fancy office or tons of cash to start.
No. What you need is the knowledge of these tools and how to apply them to real business issues.
It feels quite democratizing in a way.
It really does. So, as we wrap up this deep dive, maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on.
Okay.
We've talked about this massive number of SMEs and how simple some of these AI solutions can be.
Mm-hmm.
So, thinking about that landscape and how accessible these tools are, what innovative ways could you apply this knowledge? Maybe for your own business, or maybe to help others in your community.
It's a really interesting question. There's so much potential there. And, AI isn't slowing down. It's only going to become more relevant for businesses, big and small.
Absolutely. Definitely worth keeping an eye on and continuing to learn about.